Great. Thanks, Paul. That was inspiring. We do have a lot of work. So just in closing, I don't want to keep you too long. I know it's been a long few days for a lot of us here. It's been a great conference. I hope you feel the same way. I've really enjoyed the presentations and the speakers. I think we took on a very challenging topic, building the ambulance service for 2050. It was, looking over the horizon that far was always going to be a challenge, but I hope we pulled it off. We had some outstanding presentations. Certainly, I've heard a lot of positive feedback about Bernard Salt, Richard Lyon, Bruce McCabe today, and I'm sure, Paul, thank you for yours. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more about that. We've had an amazing program, multiple workshops. There were some highlights for me, definitely, in those days. The Women in Leadership workshop was very well attended. The content was amazing. It was awesome for Jacinda Ardern to record a message for that group. That was really something quite special. The infection control meeting, really one of our first forays into this area. It's such an important area, and it was so pleasing to launch the CAA Infection Management and Prevention Strategy, which will provide that guiding framework for ambulance services to start looking at how we can protect our staff and protect our patients. The GRA was amazing also. We've seen some great examples of collaboration between ambulance services. I think it's something to be really proud of. I know some of our international guests will go away totally amazed about how across Australia and New Zealand we can have ambulance services collaborate in such a manner, particularly in relation to high-performance CPR. I guess also for me, being able to announce that the Governor-General was going to be the patron of Restart Our Heart Day, I think that's something really special and we should be proud of that. Again, a big thank you to all those services that participated in the high-performance CPR training. You did an amazing job and outstanding. The awards dinner last night, that was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun. Bit of entertainment. Thank you, Greg. You're crazy clever, really. Can't believe it. And congratulations to our awards winners. We had, some amazing entries. You would have seen that from the booklets that we circulated. But again, a very special, I think a round of applause for those winners again. There's some other thank yous that I must make. Obviously, I want to thank all our speakers, both from Australia and New Zealand, but also internationally. You've given us a very rich program, and I'm sure a lot of us will go away and reflect on those presentations and think about how we can improve our services. I'd like to also thank the venue. Crown has been really great. I think they've looked after us really well. Their staff have been great, and the catering's been awesome. So thank you, Crown. I know you're not in the room, but I'd like to thank the conference organising committee from WA, particularly Debbie, Paul Bailey, Dion, Chris, and others who got involved, and we pulled together a great program. Thank you. These conferences take a lot of work, a lot of planning for it to run as well as it did and for it to feel as slick as it did. We had a lot of help. So we had help obviously from Venues to Events, our external PCO. So a big thanks to Kim, Luke, Marie and Kaylee. Did an awesome job. Thank you guys. I'd like to thank our volunteers. We had 5 volunteers from WA. They've been amazing. I know 4 of you are still in the room. Are you still here? Yay. Guys, can you come up here for 1 second? Thank you. Let's put our hands together for our volunteers. Just a little appreciation for everything you've done for us over the last few days. So, Paige, thank you so much. Callum, thank you so much. I'm going to do the handshakes. Tanya, thank you. And Aaron, thank you. So thank you so much. Thank you. Conferences require the AV to work faultlessly, and we always have a great AV team. So I think a round of applause for Frank and Brett. Great job, guys. It's AV over 5 days across multiple venues in multiple rooms. It's a massive task, so it's great stuff, guys. I obviously must thank my staff, the CAA staff, amazing team who do more and more over and above the call to make this conference feel so good and go so well. So to the CAA team, thank you so much. You're an amazing bunch, and it's a pleasure to work with you. I must make a special thanks to Helen. We know that Helen's leaving us after this conference. It won't be the same. You are an amazing individual, and we will miss you. So thank you, Helen. Finally, Greg, MC, second year in a row. Are you having fun? Excellent. So I'm pleased, hopefully, to announce that Greg's going to join us next year. We just need to sort out our calendars. But Greg, thank you so much. You're a great MC. We love you, and see you in 2020. Right. I think that just leaves me with one thing to do, which is invite Dominic Morgan to the stage to tell us about CAA Congress 2020. Dominic.
So thank you very much, David. I'm told I have a whole 5 minutes to convert 300 people and convince them to come to Sydney for the next conference, so I'll get quickly onto it. Firstly, I do have to say, in the words of our Australian Prime Minister, how good is Western Australia? I really do need to acknowledge the work that Michelle and her team also did, and David to the CAA team, for producing everything that we've experienced over this last week. A truly world-class event, mate. Well done. So I guess the big question is, why would you come to Sydney? And I think the best answer I can give you to that is, because I did. A very quick story was when I went to New South Wales. When I went to Sydney, I was 19 years old. I thought I was going there for 12 months, much like the Amsterdam story. 23 years later, I finally left after I'd enjoyed the place so much. And then after I left, I went back again to have a second go. So that's why we should go to Sydney for the next conference. But if you don't believe me, Frank,
living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be free, meant to be free.
So we are big, we are busy, and we are beautiful. That's why you need to come to Sydney in 2020. Thank you very much.